everybody, welcome to today's live video. My name is May Doldalau, and today we are talking about top 5 obstacles mothers face in their finances and how to overcome them. Like I said, my name is May Doldalau. I live in Waikiki, Hawaii with my son Jordan. He's over there, he's 7, and my husband Jamel. He's out now driving around. And we live literally 2 blocks from the beach. We were there yesterday. It was a beautiful day. I saw all these fish. The water was gorgeous. It was a great day. And the blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. So if you haven't already, visit it, put in your first name, email address, and get the free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom, sent directly to your inbox, and get great notification messages when I'm live, what I'll be talking about, and replay links. It's a great resource. So I used to be horrible with money. Back in 2011, I had over $40,000 in credit card debts. Okay. Now I paid it all off by 2016 April. And then by then we had increased our family's net worth by over $500,000. We were making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from dividend yielding stocks. And I quit my job. My last day was December 23, 2016. I worked at a local bank, and I started being a full-time mother, which is what I really wanted to do. And also part-time, I continued blogging, but I also started coaching clients to do what I did, which is create more free time, do what you love for a living, for just because you love it. And just have a more fulfilled life with more time freedom. So let's talk about the top five obstacles mothers face in their finances. So I'm a mother. He's right there. When I'm done with my marketing, I only spend an hour marketing. When I'm done doing my marketing for today, I am a full-time mother. So that's what I do. I'm with him. We're eating breakfast. We're probably going to go to the beach, schoolwork, because he has a virtual school because of COVID, right? So he's at home most of the time. He has school on Friday now, though, 3 hours, which he loves. That's about it. And I cook a lot. I do a lot of cooking. So I am a mother, right? I am a mother. So I understand what mothers face in their finances. So let's talk about the obstacles and how you can overcome them. So I've faced obstacles as a mother, and I understand what it's like. The first obstacle is not having any control over your money. Yeah. Like maybe your husband is controlling the money, or your wife, if you're married to a woman, is controlling your spouse. You're not controlling it. You don't even know what's happening with it. You have no idea. You don't even sign checks. That's like you're completely withdrawn from money. Maybe you're like, my focus is the children. I'll let my spouse handle the money, right? Well, there's a problem with that, because if your spouse died or left you, and not that will happen, but if something were to happen, you would have no idea about money. You have no idea what's happening with your money, right? And this is a very important issue for women who are older. A lot of widows have this issue, right? So this is a very common problem, that women just disavow money, and they're like, you handle it, right? Now, I'm actually the opposite. I handle all the money in our family, and my husband is more on that side. Although he does control money. He understands it. He can write checks. So he's not completely out there. And I share with him our financial picture every month. So that's why I suggest happen for you. So the way to overcome that is to actually, have money to control for yourself. How do you do that? Well, get some money to you every month. Your spouse can issue you some money, right? You can do it in a number of ways. It could be a smaller amount, and that's for you to spend in any way you choose, right? Or it can be a bigger amount based on how much, because mothers do a lot of work, right? You do all the cooking, you do all the shopping. I mean, if you paid someone to do your work, someone estimated it would cost in the United States, it would cost $100,000 to replace a mother, like a soccer mom, like full-time mother, because she will pick up children, take them to soccer practices, take care of them, cook, clean, all those things together, about $100,000. So if your spouse makes enough money to do that, they can pay you what you're worth, which is $100,000 a year, and then you, however, have to chip in for rent and mortgage, and you have to help pay for all the expenses. So you could do it that way too. So you could either get all of your money and then help pay for expenses. And that's one way to do it. Or you could get a smaller amount and not have to pay expenses. And that's the way I'm doing it right now. So I used to, when I had a job and my husband had a job, we would both pay for expenses. When I quit, now I get money every month, but it's not, I don't help pay the expenses. It's my money though. So it's less, but that's because my spouse is paying for those major expenses. So that's a good way. So either way is a good way. Okay. So you want to get some money to you every month. All right. Because you deserve it. You're working. All right. It's not like you're not working. All right. So you deserve something. You need something to manage. You can start with $1 if you really don't know how to start, but you need to have some money to yourself so that you can start having money and control some money in your life. It might not be all of the money, but at least you're starting with you until you feel confident. Then maybe you could help out. You should always honestly have honest conversations with your spouse. If you're in a loving relationship, you should be able to do this. If you're not able, it's because your relationship is not quite at the level it should be, really, because you want to be able to have conversations. Now, it doesn't mean you want to have arguments, but should have conversations about joint expenses, right? Like the rent, the mortgage, you should know where the money's going, where's it coming from, is it paying the mortgage, is it being paid? You need to know that kind of thing because you live there too, right? And the food and how that, so it's good to understand all that. Okay, so that's the first obstacle is no control. So get control of money, your own money, and invest it for passive income. So this is something important. You want to, when you get money, right? So I told you you're going to get some money, right? You're either going to get the full amount you're worth or a smaller amount with all the living expenses paid, okay? And then you want to invest that money for passive income. Passive income is money you make from investments. So it could be a rental property that is managed by a management company, or it could be stocks with dividends paid to you, a savings account with interest, treasury bonds with interest. There's royalties from commercials, businesses where you get paid royalties or commissions where you're not actually doing anything. There's lots of different kinds of passive income. So start investing your money into passive income. And if you have no idea, I have a product on my page. I just said a lot. There's also free blog posts on yesfinancialfree.com. But there's also the 7-day Finance Freedom Challenge. Make 2 streams of passive income in 7 days. It costs $7. So it's really, really very, very affordable. And you could just do the 7-day challenge and you'll know all about how to generate 2 streams of passive income as long as you follow the steps, right? Okay, number 2. And that basically just teaches you the high yield savings account and the dividend stocks, how to do that. Number 2, giving all their money away. Okay, mothers tend to give their money away, right? If you get money, you give it to your children or you give it to your spouse or you give it to charity. You just don't keep anything for yourself. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm a mom. I understand that you feel like your money belongs to your kids half the time. So keep at least 10% of all your money for you, all right? That's a general rule of finance for everyone. So the money that you're getting every month, keep at least 10% for you. And that means invested in passive income generating investments. Keep it for yourself. Don't give it away to anyone. It's you, okay? You got to take care of you, all right? So that's important. Number 3, not valuing your work. And we already went over this, but you're very valuable. If you're in the United States and you try to hire someone to do your work, we already talked about you would be paid over $100,000. You would be a 6-figure earner. So you are extremely valuable in your family. So value your work, okay? And a way to overcome that is to calculate how much really would it cost. Go through it, figure it out with your spouse. How much would it cost to replace all the work you do? And then you and your spouse will know how valuable you are. Not learning about finances is number 4. Spend all your time with the kids that you spend no time on finances. You're like, it's not my area. I'm just doing the kids, okay? Spend an hour a week learning about finances. You can start by reading easy books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They even have a Rich Dad, Poor Dad for kids. But you could read it too, right? And you could learn about finances with your kids. Play Cash Flow for kids. Cash Flow, it's a game, board game. Play it with your kids. That way you and your kids learn at the same time. So you can learn about finances. Number 5, not valuing yourself. This is so common. Mothers do not take time to value themselves. This is how I overcame that. I schedule a day every week where I have time for myself. I am not being a mother. Every Sunday, my husband takes Jordan out and I do my own thing. I go to the beach, I read a book, I watch movies, whatever. I do my own thing. It's my time. It's your time. Take value yourself. Okay, thanks for being on. This was May Doldelau. Yes, financiallyfree.com. The full blog post is in the link below this video. Check it out. Have a great day. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Aloha. And if you're on my